Hello and welcome to this week's SIOP feature where we're going to be talking about comprehensible input, which is just a big fancy way of saying, are you delivering instructions to your students in the clearest way possible? Now, with a lot of these SIOP things, I feel like this is common sense. However, it's good to be reminded. I do a lot with listening to instructions in my class where I give a set of verbal instructions, kind of like maybe an academic game of Simon Says. And you'd be surprised that my scores for my students range everywhere from understanding 50% of the instructions to the kids who understand 100%. So what I'm talking about today really focuses on those students that you always get frustrated with because they never seem to know what's going on. And this video is here to ask you to be reflective on, is it really truly all their fault? Or are you doing everything you can to make sure the way you're delivering instructions to your students is comprehensible? I mean, how many of us give assignment sheets or project sheets where this is what we hand over? Just a big wall of text. Are you breaking this down properly to make sure that the students understand what you expect of them? And this also applies to kind of daily short activities. So here's an 8-part checklist that you can reflect upon yourself. If you could do all 8 of these things when you're delivering an assignment, then you are truly a super comprehensible person. But we don't have to do all 8, just getting a few. First of all, are you chunking your instructions into small chunks? And are you repeating those chunks? In my experiments with giving students instructions, I found that repeating instructions twice really does double their amount of understanding. But not repeating the whole thing, repeating in small chunks. Are you using simple language? Are you using gestures? Teaching really is, whether you like it or not, a performative art. It's something where we have to use our bodies, use our fingers. Even sometimes when we're transitioning, are we using our shoulders going back and forth to show them there are 2 different options? Each chunk, are you using images? That is my rule of thumb is usually about 1 image per slide and 1 chunk per slide. Are you giving demonstrations when you're done? Are you and a student role playing exactly what you want them to do? Are you using finished exemplars of what their work will look like at the end? And are you using some kind of visual cues to check for this understanding? If you're doing all 8 of these things, then truly, it's probably not your fault at all. And then we can be frustrated with our students. I'm joking, don't get frustrated, but we do, right? Anyway, hope this helps.